The other day I saw this amazing looking recipe, but it wasn't in English and it wasn't vegan. So over the last couple of days I've managed to make a vegan version. We're gonna put our pan onto a medium low heat, add about a tablespoon or so of sunflower oil or another sort of neutral oil will do the trick. And now we're gonna create the batter, which is essentially like an omelette batter. We've got to basically find out a way to replace the eggs, and gram flour is a great way to do that. We've also got the next ingredient, which is this black salt. And this actually has like a really eggy flavor. So if that's something you want to add to it, then go for it. But if you just want the texture to be right, then the gram flour will do the trick. And just add some regular salt instead. It's pretty strong, this stuff, so let's go about half or so a teaspoon of black salt. Yeah, I can even smell it from there. It smells like eggs. Now, a classic in most vegan recipes, which is Engevita or nutritional yeast. Engevita is just the brand name. And we're gonna add in 1 whole tablespoon of that stuff, along with a bit of pepper, just to taste really. Now, we're just gonna grab ourselves some water. Just need 1/3 cup of water. If you want to get all the measurement conversions and follow along and everything, then I'll link to my vegan cookbook in the description and it will have all of that stuff in there. Now, we just gotta give this a good old mixy mix. All right, now that's all mixed in, just gonna chop up some veg, and you can put all sorts of stuff in here. You wanna have stuff that you can have raw, really, because it's not gonna get too cooked. And what you can do as well though, if you do wanna use some other veg that needs a bit more cooking, is you just cook it up first and then add it into the batter. Peppers are a great one, because they add like a really cool color to it as well, especially if you get some multicolored peppers involved. Chop off the ends, get out those insides, and then squish them out, slice them, and then it's time to dice them. Now we're going to put our nicely diced peppers into our mixture, and we're almost there. Just give this a little mix up. Omelette mix, check. Now grab our bit of bread. We've got this soft white toasty bread. You want to have something that's relatively thick, and yeah, this is good stuff. This not the sort of bread I normally buy, but it works perfectly for this. So we're just gonna cut out up to the crusts like this. And then boom, we've got our 2 separate bits, and the oil should be nice and hot now. We're also gonna add in a bit of plant-based butter, just to make things extra indulgent, and I'm gonna do about that much. Again, yeah, I do like to use plenty of oil when I do stuff like this, oil and butter, to make things nice and crispy. But if you don't want to, then you can try and make it a little bit more healthy. But I mean, you are making omelette bread, fried omelette bread, so you know, it's never gonna get that healthy. May as well just have fun with it. And then now, yeah, all we do is just drop the bread in the middle and pour in the mixture. Flatten it out like that. Now on goes the cheese. Give a good generous sprinkling on top. Perfect. Then we're just gonna stick the lid on, and make sure to use a spatula or something for this, because if you push down with your hands, there's lots of hot bits of air or hot bits of steam that can come through. So push down that center piece. All right, now one little trick that I love to do whenever I'm frying bread or anything like this, and I should have done it before really, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it saves time if you do it like this. But it's just putting some butter, or well, some vegan butter on top. And this means that it doesn't get too dry when you flip it over. And this is gonna go nice and golden. Layer another little bit of it around the edges like that. All right, so it's been a good couple of minutes now. Let's flip it. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Right, so we're gonna push down the sides quite a bit. And this was the bit when I was watching the video I didn't think would quite work, because I thought it'd be strange that it was kind of lifted up. But actually, when you press down the sides like this, it actually works perfectly and the bottom goes flat against the pan. And you get the extra kind of bulge in the middle. And now for this last little bit, we're actually just gonna pop the lid on just for a minute or two to keep all of the heat in there and help really cook the inside of the omelette. Okay, there we go. It's been a good minute or two, and let's just gently ease up the bottom and see how it's looking. So yeah, we can just flip it to see. Yeah, look at that. Lovely golden and crispy. And you see how it's gone kind of flat on the bottom. So serve it up. And I found it's actually better to have it this way round, because you go through the crispy bit on the top and then the cheese melts out. In fact, let's show you how that looks. Oh. Beautiful. Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad I discovered this recipe. If you guys enjoyed it as well, please leave a like. And if you want more vegan recipes, if you want to have a big list of them, then check out my vegan cookbook that I got down in the description. I've got the recipe for how I make omelettes in there as well. Thanks a lot for checking this out, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.